Hi, Vestine here, the Mindset Mom. You know, for us women entrepreneurs, a lot of times our responsibilities, particularly our children, can sometimes tug on us and get in the way of really trying to get focused on that training that we need to do or putting in the time into our businesses that we need to do each week. I'd like to make a suggestion, and this helped me when my children were younger. I'd like to introduce you to the concept of strewing. Now, with strewing, all you do is make an invitation and a wonderful environment welcoming to your child to engage their creativity, to have creative play, and possibly immerse themselves in for minutes, if not hours, while you get to do things on your business. Now, this works especially for preschool age all the way up into possibly 12 years old, depending upon your particular child. And it's a great way to invite them to engage with the love of learning while you're getting stuff done for your business and being able to reach your financial and business goals. And the same works for mindset. So just as we need to be engaged in the things that we're pursuing, children also need to be engaged in the things that they are interested in as well. So I invite you, and all strewing is just creating an environment of things. It could be art activity, art supplies. It could be, you can develop it around a theme such as geology and rocks. And all you do is you just strew the items out prior to the child entering into the environment, and you just let them go. And it's a great way, once they start engaging in those activities and they start engaging in creative play. How many times have we bought our children a toy only to have them just play with the box for hours and the toy just sits there neglected? It's the same type of idea. It's engaging the child's imagination and keeping them occupied while you work on your business. So I'd like to invite you to use that as a strategy in your business to help you get things done, because as a busy mom, I know that things in our households tend to distract, tend to draw us away. And the great thing about strewing is that you can actually plan ahead as you're planning your week, say on Sunday afternoon, and you have a couple of trainings that week. What you can do is you can just set aside the supplies, whether it be art supplies, crafts, or even just a set of things that are reminiscent of a certain area of science. And you can just set those things aside in a box on a shelf and bring each one out in the week as you have need, as you do your training and your videos. And the same goes with these videos and mindset things. It's a wonderful feeling to just be able to enjoy a cup of coffee and get our mindsets right in the morning. So I invite you to join me each and every morning to get focused on your goals and going in the right direction towards your successful financial future. Now, we've been talking in these videos about mindset, and particularly the tools that help us to focus, such as the exercise of visualization, and how powerful and important that is, because the subconscious brain takes in over 400 billion pieces of data or information per second, and that's a very powerful thing. Now, because our brains are so powerful, like a powerful machine, we've been made in the image of the Creator, we can utilize these to ensure success in our businesses as moms and entrepreneurs. So what I want to talk about today has to do with how we engage in those visualization exercises, or later when I introduce the writing exercises, writing the vision and making it plain, how we can engage the heart or the emotional aspect of ourselves. Now, there are two things that are very powerful to changing mindset. One of them is repetition. So of course you have to do these exercises over and over again, and it's as one of my mentors says on a regular basis, that repetition is the mother of skill. So you want to get that repetition in there. Why? Because we learn in a classical method with repetition over and over again with something that is especially maybe not particularly familiar to us. The repetition will make it familiar, and as I discussed in the last video, the brain always goes toward that which is familiar. Now, the second component that is the most powerful in changing mindset is the element of emotion. Now, this is why a lot of times in businesses, they will encourage or maybe even sometimes require you to come to their event. Now they'll have an event or they'll have a company meeting, company-wide meeting or company-wide event. The reason is because they know when they get people in a room and they get people excited about the company or excited about the business using facts, using methods, using stories, that this is a very powerful, engaging component that's going to ensure the success more so of their people, their representatives or their employees, more so than just sending out a memo on an email, say. So that's why that they do these events, is because that when the heart is engaged, the emotions, it makes all the other mindset activities very much more optimized. So when you do your visualization exercise, it's very, very important that you don't just go through the motions like you're going to check off a checklist, but you really engage in two particular powerful types of emotions. Now, in these exercises, the two most effective emotions, if you will, that have been utilized to show measurable results have been the emotions of gratitude and excitement. Now, let me tell you what these emotional engagements actually do. Gratitude is there's a mind-heart connection that is science is discovering is much more powerful than what we had previously believed. Just as they're finding out things about the subconscious brain and how it affects motivation, they're also finding things that there are connections between the brain and the heart that was previously uncharted territory. Now, those of us who trust in the ancient books of wisdom, such as the scriptures, the Tanakh, the Torah, and these things, we know that there's a connection because the Creator has already told us about it. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Whatsoever a man, whosoever shall say to this mountain, be thou removed and cast into the sea, and does not doubt in his heart, it shall be done for him. So we know there's this powerful connection between the mind and the heart. And now we're understanding how to utilize it to propel us toward our goals faster. And this will optimize and 10x your results when you're wanting to see mindset affect the results that you get in real time. Now, let me give you an example. When you're doing your visualizations, which we talked about in the last video, so if you missed that video, go back and click on that video and watch it. It's just a few minutes long. And when you do your visualization exercise, or when you do your writing exercises that I'm going to share in future videos, it's very important that you engage with the powerful emotion of gratitude, right? It says in the Psalms, enter his gates with what? Thanksgiving, and his courts with praise. So this is a very key component in order to access that certain mindset that we need in order to repeat over and over again. And one of the ways is gratitude. So we always wake up saying, thankful to the Creator that we're alive, thankful for these opportunities and these families that he's gifted us with, and then thankful for the goals that we're going to go toward today. And so you can start off by saying, or if you also do daily affirmations, you start off by saying, I'm so happy and grateful. And you can even throw in there excited, because excitement is emotion number 2, remember? That and then you state your goal. Or when you're doing your visualization exercises, you want to really think about something, maybe an event in your life where you were just so grateful. You had come through maybe a difficult season and you just felt a sense of relief or gratitude. Maybe it was when you got married, or maybe it was when you had your first child, and just the road of life was ahead of you, and you were full of hope and gratitude. You want to tug on those things and utilize it in your visualization exercises, because it's very, very powerful. Okay, and the second emotion is excitement, okay? When we think about going toward that particular goal, hitting that sales goal, going toward your launch date, maybe you're launching a course or a program, or maybe opening the doors of your local business if you're a local entrepreneur. You want to envision that, how it's going to feel when you actually open those doors, how it's going to feel when you launch it and you start seeing those sales come in. You want to envision how it's going to feel when you see your business account start filling up with money. And this is very, very powerful. And this can actually motivate you and help you get over that motivation hump. And we're going to talk more about that in a future episode. So if you have enjoyed the information in this video and you'd like to see more, please click the subscribe button down below and leave a comment, a like, and a share. And join me next time when we'll be talking about more mindset and how it affects us as women, especially women entrepreneurs, also men entrepreneurs, but especially us women. Now, so that's all I have for you today. So just remember, in all you're getting, be smart and be benevolent.